right, so let's talk about this fucking border bill. I mean, if you can even call it that. I mean, it's called a border security bill, but it spends infinitely more money on Ukraine's border than it does on our own. And that's just the beginning of the problems. Let me go through everything that is fucking wrong with this bill and why it's going to be dead on arrival when it hits the House. So first off, this bill allows 5,000 immigrants to cross into our country daily. You're welcome to go look that up yourself, but it's true. And the worst part about that is 5,000 from contiguous countries to the United States. If you're unaware what that word means, it means countries that are actually bordering the US. And anyone that's not from those countries who wants to cross our border does not count towards that number. So that is 5,000 immigrants from Mexico or Canada every day. And if you are from any other country in the world, you don't count against that number. Which, by the way, most people illegally crossing the border right now are not from Mexico. They are from all over the fucking world. And this bill would literally allow an unlimited amount of those people to cross every fucking day, but would restrict Canadians and Mexicans to only 5,000 per day. Basically, not changing a damn thing. Especially since we can't really verify these people's nationality when they show up. All they have to do is claim to be from some other country, and if we already hit the 5,000, we'll still let them in. Secondly, it centralizes all the ability to challenge on anything to do with immigration. It makes the courts in DC the sole authority when determining immigration policy. It would take all the power away from the border states to be able to exercise their own discretion. And if those states wanted to file any kind of lawsuit whatsoever, it would have to be done in DC District Court, essentially robbing the states of their right to protect themselves. Oh, also, it would allow Biden to suspend any border enforcement he wants, as long as he deems it in the national interest. He doesn't have to get the approval of Congress. He doesn't have to get the approval of any of the state governors that are on the border. If he feels it is in the national interest to allow as many immigrants as he wants, he can just say so when it's an open border. And then there's the money. In this bill that is apparently about our border, we are giving $60 billion to Ukraine. 300 million additional funds just for their border patrol, 14 billion to Israel, which I would normally support, but not in a fucking border bill, and 10 billion to Gaza. You know, the country that's ruled by a terrorist group. It's good that we're giving them 10 billion. But this is not a border security bill. This is a bill that gives Biden complete control over the border. It robs the states of any right to even sue. It sets limits on the amount of people that can come over. But not really, because 5,000 people from Mexico and Canada can cross every day, but an unlimited amount of people from any other country in the world, they can cross too. Meaning that anybody that wants to cross just needs to lie about where they're from. And we are giving $60 billion to Ukraine and $10 billion to a country ruled by a terrorist group. Yeah, if this passes, every single motherfucker in our government needs to be fired. Because this is not a border security bill. This is just straight bullshit.